Hey guys, I'm back and finally posting another video, and yes, you read the title right, I made a fursona. A little disclaimer before we start though, I am not a furry, and I don't really plan on becoming one. I know this video was posted on April 1st and all, or like it should have been posted on April 1st. If I didn't post this on April 1st, I don't know, kill me, because this is supposed to go up on April 1st. But anyway, just because I'm not a furry doesn't mean I want to like make fun of them. This whole thing is just for fun, so. Also, when I say fursona, I just mean an anthropomorphic character that represents me as an individual. Also, I don't want to be like associated with any of the weird sexual stuff that's like surrounding furries, so please don't associate me with it. Bruh. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, we can start this whole journey where I started. Some brainstorming. First thing I had to do was to figure out like what species I wanted to be. So I was like, okay, I can just take some little quizzes or whatever, and I looked up a few and they weren't that helpful. But I had one thing lingering in the back of my mind. I know, it's super unoriginal, but like I had this thing with like wanting to be a wolf, like embarrassingly bad when I was a little kid. And wolves are cool anyway. There's a reason they're like the most popular fursona ever. But yeah, I picked a wolf. So I knew I wanted to draw in a more cartoony art style, so it looked more like a fursona. I don't usually draw in this art style, so I decided to go on the hunt for some references. I hopped onto Pinterest and found some really good art. All the links and stuff and creds will be in the description, obviously. Like, go follow them, seriously, this is good. I don't know how much it helped me though, because once I started drawing, it was actually way easier and more natural than I thought it would be. But hey, they're still pretty, so I'll show them here. But yeah, I basically just started messing around. Some of these are kind of ugly, but I already had a picture in my head of what I wanted to do, and it was pretty easy to translate it to paper. I mean, I guess obviously not, because these are ugly, but drawing in this style is actually super fun. Like, I understand now why there are some people that do this exclusively. I also found this crazy website where you can like move this 3D model of a skull, like an animal skull, around, and it'll give you references based on like the angle you put it at. I'll put that in the description. It was so helpful. I am once again apologizing for the quality of my videos. I forgot to do that little thing on Procreate where you set the time lapse to be high quality. Of course. Oh, in the last one too, I forgot to mention that. But it should get better after this, so. I picked a neutral pose because this wasn't supposed to be like an actual drawing. It's just like a base to test colors on and stuff and get all the shapes sorted out. Speaking of shapes, it was actually way easier to draw like the body than usual because you can just cover up anything you don't know how to draw with the fur. So I knew I wanted it to be brown straight out the bat. The bright colored ones are cool and all, but that is definitely not my style. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put down the first colors that pop in my head and just go with the flow or whatever. And I'll make a few different versions to see which one I like best. So I got my references and I just kind of picked some colors and started putting them down. I knew I wanted a white muzzle, and eyebrows were an absolute must. And as you see later, I actually kind of gave myself like 2 sets of eyebrows, or at least a little decorative thingy on the forehead. I gave myself green eyes because I have green eyes in real life. About halfway through though, I decided I think it'd be cool to do counter shading. So when I got the coloring for the back, I made it way darker than the front, or like at least moderately darker. And then boom, I edited the colors a bit, put a palette there next to it, put a green square in the background, and I was done. Yeah, they're actually kind of plain, and I don't really like them that much. But I gave her 3 outfits based on what I would wear. So I kind of just drew them on top. Oh my god. Bruh. Hang on. Bruh. I was already like 2/3 of the way done editing this video. And then I went back and put the tails on the outside of the pants. And yeah, and then they wound up like this. I already made the full color. I already made 3 different outfits. But it didn't feel right just to leave it at that. So I filled a page, like a page, 2.5, and I'm not even gonna show the third one because it was bad. Just I drew little doodles that I feel represent my personality, so I guess like by extension the fursona's personality. It still feels weird to say that. So I just kind of like made this little comic, and then I drew this other thing it'll show in a minute. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of tired. I'm trying to like make this video really fast so it goes up on April Fool's. It's 8:52 p.m. right now, my time, so hopefully I'll have it posted by like 9:30. Yeah, so this is at the same time as I made my fursona, my BFF TTYLXOS, best friend for life, literally my soulmate, I love you so much. She made a fursona as well, and hers was a bat. I believe it's called like a leaf nose bat or a banana leaf something, I don't know. It's really cute though. But yeah, so I thought her fursona is cute though, so I drew it, ours together, like taking a picture, and I have this photo of us from when we were in, I think like 6th grade, where we're like chilling together like that, so I drew it in that pose, and yeah, that's the comic. So I had drawn all the stuff I had drawn before this, and then I took a step back and was like, oh my god, girl, you're supposed to, this is like a style challenge too, not just a little character design challenge. So I drew a bust in a more like simplified, not painterly, because how am I so obsessed with the painterly style? It takes like 10 billion years, but I can't bring myself to not do it, and that's it. That's all I've got. So if you really like the design I made, feel free to draw fan art and stuff. Just remember that I'm a minor, so my fursona is too, so don't go doing anything weird, okay? And yeah, if you do make fan art, please tag me. That'd be so cool. I'd love to see it. You can use the color palette too if you want. I don't own the color palette, so. But please don't make a fursona of your own and just steal my design and not credit me. That'd be kind of whack. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.